Part 11. Describe person you met at a party who you enjoyed talking with. Today, I'm going to talk about my friend named Chi. He's the most interesting person that I ever met in every party that I have attended. The first time I ever met him was in my friend's birthday, which was celebrated in 3 years ago in a luxurious restaurant. We were introduced each other by my friend throughout the poker game. And then we become a buddy immediately after that time. We discussed lots of interesting and academic things, such as our favorite game, some kind of comics, music, and other some sort of in our interest. We gained some experience during our conversation, and I found out that he was studying in Vin School, and that was the reason why he's an expert in the English field. He set his career as a doctor or a scientist. And he was and his patient about antibiotics, and it was very fascinating for me. He told me about all his knowledge about ailments, various types of medicines, pills, and he know how to cure some easy illnesses, including COVID-19 vaccines. And his understanding about a virus, and it totally blow me up. And he discuss more about about them and other to prepare for the biology exam. The reason I like talking with him was his passion about medicines and some sort of medic issues. He gave me lots of beneficial advices so that I can avoid throughout COVID-19 pandemic, and his preferred discussing with me about helping people out of the addicting of the antibiotics, which is most problem that the government have to handle that. And I found his dedication to making a positive impact of the inspiring world. In conclusion, she was one of the most interesting people that I ever met in my party, and I felt like I've learned so much thing from him, and I think I will. Yes, I hope I will meet him in another day. Now we move on to part 3. Question 1: in what situations would people will be willing to get to know new people? Some people are willing to contact new people, and to my mind, there are some social occasions for them, such as birthday parties, online meetings, or just some gatherings. And people want to socialize with other people. On the other hand, some people will know each other by giving a new job, or can just join a new club, or relocating. Some people will write letter with each other. When we go out and speak with other people or social groups, we can easily improve our common sense. Question 2: where do people go to meet new people? There are varieties of options that people can meet each other, such as schools, home, clubs, or just organizations or some gatherings, and people also interact with other individuals by mutual friend. Mm, there are common meetings. Uh, spots include restaurants or pubs. Mm, it is entirely up to the person and their preference or their preferences. Yes, preferences. Number three, how do people start a conversation? There are lots of ways that people can start their communications by some opening or some introductions, and I believe that there are many ways that people can pass their patient for them, and when we start, we can make beneficial advices to each other. So but it may be challenging for some people who don't know how to interaction. But when we speak with other people, we can gain some experiences and find a way to open the world. Number four, is it difficult for Vietnamese people to communicate with people from other countries? As the Vietnamese man, I believe there can be difficult for foreigners can communicate with Vietnamese because Vietnamese is a really hard language, and none of foreign people can speak Vietnamese, and it might be challenging to say a word, say a Vietnamese word, and it's really hard to sending a message to introducing. However, there are many Vietnamese people are now learning English because English is now the international language. So you can still have a wonderful experience with each other, and nowadays many Vietnamese people are now learning English. So the language barrier will be broken in modern day. Question 5. Why are some people unwilling to have conversations with others? People may be unwilling to have conversation with others, and there are several reasons. One of them is social anxiety, because of fear of negative rejection. Can make some people become frustrated and engaging in the conversations. Or another reason is that people are unwilling to have conversation with others, or the lack of confidence. Because the lack of confidence in their communication skills can make people are difficult to start or engage in conversations. Question 6. Is it difficult for adults to talk with children? Talking with children, in my opinion, talking with children are sometimes challenging for adults. But I think it's largely depends on individual approaching, and there must be understanding children's communication styles, and I think here are some several factors that can be clearly to make children and adults can know each other. I think children, especially younger ones, then they have limited vocabularies and their understandings. So it required adults to understand what they're going to say, and they have to transfer their language more possible and more clearly. Children has shorter attentions, so adults needs to make them pay more attention. Making important for adults, to be concise, or engaging. Now we move on to part 14. Describe a person who is good at making people feeling welcome in his or her home. Today I will introduce you about my uncle named Mr. Dong, who is exceptional at making people feel welcome in his home. And I known him when I was a child, because our family often gather each other. So I met him, some thousand of times, in every special occasions. Mr. Dong, he's incredibly warm people. And I remember the first time I met him, he greet me as a clever child, and he make me more intimately comfortable, despite I was really stressed. His welcoming nature. His welcoming nature will welcome everyone to visit his home, whatever they are, families, friends, cousins, or just his acquaintance. I think the thing that makes he stand out is his attention, to detail in creating or welcoming atmosphere. He ensures that the house is completely clean and beauty enough to welcome people to visit his home. And also he loves celebrating his house by lots of classic bedrooms, or some books that he make him more clever and intelligent. And he prefers decorating the walls and he loves decorating his wine wardrobe. And he takes his time to prepare many delicious foods for us when I visit his house. There are lots of lots of windows in his room, and it's bright and spacious. Yes, and there's always a warmth, and it's always sense of warmth. And I felt the comfortableness and his coziness in his home. Overall, I think he was, yes, he's warm or hospitable person, and I will met his home ever since. Question 1. What do you think of using food to treat visitors? That's a good question. Give me a moment to think. I think using food to treat visitors, I think it's a great idea, because it's a fostering hospitality and it creates the welcoming atmosphere. Sharing food can be, can be the universal. No. It's a be kindness and making guests become valued and more comfortable, and then there can be feeling the the coziness in the yes in the for them. You can, and it's also provide an opportunity to showcase the regional cultures, and it can creating a memorable experience for them, and it also treating guests with food can can strengthen the social interactions, and it also leaves a positive impression, I think. Question 2: do people in the country often invite others to their homes, and why? That's a good question. Give me a moment to think. Think people in many countries often invite each other to their homes, and the reasons can vary widely, based on rooms, traditional or personal preferences. In some cultures, inviting each other to one's home is a common way to maintaining social bonds and expressing hospitality, or just celebrating some special occasions. Question 3: what kind of people are more likely to invite others to their homes? People are more likely to invite others to their homes and often sharing you can just know characteristics. In cultures where hospitality is highly valued, so individuals are more inclined to invite others to their home, and it is a way of showing the kindness or the respected. Question 4: who are more likely to invite others to their homes, people in the countryside or people in the city? I think people in the countryside are more likely to invite others to their homes compared to people in the city, and there are several reasons to contribute that, because the rural areas often have tighter communities, because the house in rural areas are big, and they have big yards or big garden, so it's making it easier to host gatherings, and the slower speed of the life in rural areas may allow people more time to engage with each other, and to and welcoming host visitors, and rural homes often offer more privacy and a comfortable setting for social interactions. Question 4: are tourist attractions in the countryside are more welcome than those in the cities? The welcome is given into tourist attractions, whether in the countryside or cities, and can base for some several factors, because rural areas often welcome tourist attractions as they can significantly you know boost the the local economy through increased spending or on on lodging or foods or activities. An attraction in the countryside can strengthen the community bond and encourage local involvement in tourism related activities, I think. Question 5. Are attractions in countryside more welcome and those in the cities? In my mind, attractions that involve the benefits of local community or tend to be more welcome, because both urban and rural areas are concerned the environmental footprint of tourism and practicing are extremely important. And one question, the final question: what facilities are there in the tourist attractions in the country? Tourist attraction in many countries are equipped with many various types of facilities to to ensure a comfortable or enjoyable experience for visitors. And facilities include restrooms. I think because the clean and accessible restrooms can have a standard facility at most tourist attractions. There can be open more dining options such as restaurants, cafes or snack bars. And sometimes food trucks offering a range of local and international cuisines too. Or you can just open a gift shop for visitors to buy souvenirs or snacks or local crafts. If they want, they can be hired more the tour guide, because many attractions offer guide tours, either self-guide with audio equipment, and they have a the edge, or they led by their knowledgeable guides. They have to to improve their fee to rest areas such as benches or picnic grass or shade spots for visitor to rest and having their lunch. That is the end of my presentation. Thank you for listening.